What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JP, back with another video a week later after I did the exclusive on the Blue Vivo 11 Plus. Today, man, you already see what I got. The Pocophone F1. This thing has been hitting the waves lately. This thing has been all the rage. Let me turn the screen brightness down a little bit on this phone here. There we go. Make a little, you can see a little bit better there. And I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on the box contents right quick. Here's the top of the box. Pocophone by Xiaomi. Here's the back. It's in a different language. But all of that means the Snapdragon. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here. Thought this camera did a little bit better on this phone here. There we go. Snapdragon 845 with the AIE, the Artificial Intelligence Engine. You got the... Now that is a big deal to me. The liquid cooling. I'll get to that in a second. Dual cameras, 4,000 milliamp battery, just like the Note 9. And back to this liquid cooling, another feature that the Note 9 has. Couldn't wait for it. I had to get that out as well. But I'll try to touch on that later on here. This phone it's amazing. The $300 price tag, of course, here in America, you are going to pay a premium to get it here. The cheapest I found it, with the quickest shipping, shipped from the U.S., from Miami to be exact, was off of eBay. The price before shipping was $354, and I paid $29.99 for overnight delivery. And I mean, what is there to say? It's a Snapdragon 845, 2.8 gig octa-core, 6 gigs of RAM, Adreno 630 GPU, gorgeous full HD LCD panel. All of the reviews are right about it. If you've been watching a lot of those reviews, they've also raved about how quick the fingerprint sensor is. It's the quickest fingerprint sensor I've ever used. Like, I'm not even lying. The facial recognition is just like the Blue Vivo 11 Plus. It's real 3D IR or iris facial scan like the iPhone 10. You know, the same feature that your Samsungs have, your LGs have. Not that software-based, facial scan like your OnePlus 6T. Listen to me, 6T. It's not even out yet. But the OnePlus 6, the OnePlus 5T, they all featured, pretty awesome facial scan. But it wasn't true like secure 3D facial recognition. And a lot of phones are coming out with that right now just to kind of compete with the iPhone, but very few phones actually have true iris scanning. As far as your phones with the notch goes, that's becoming a style right now. The all screen with the notch right there. I like it. I dig it, as I said in the video to the Vivo 11 Plus. But a lot of phones aren't utilizing that full size of that notch. And a lot of people keep asking me what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is most phones that have that size notch, they only have the like the OnePlus 6, prime example, which of course its notch actually isn't that big compared to other phones. But other phones where it's this size, like a better example would be the Zenfone 5 and Zenfone 5Z. Better example than the OnePlus 6, because it's wide like that, and there's really no reason. I mean, it has a front-facing camera, your front-facing flash, and your proximity sensor. That's it. There's no, that space. The iPhone 10 has all that space for the iris scanner. Now, the Essential phone was, the first phone with a notch. And you're fixing to hear a lot about water drop notches. That was the first with that too. The water drop notch that you're going to see coming out on a lot of these phones, like the OnePlus 6T, you're going to have a slew of Huawei and Honor phones that are going to have that water drop notch. That makes more sense if you're not going to have the actual hardware-based facial recognition, because you only need space for the selfie cam, the flash, if you're going to have it on the front, and the proximity sensor. See, Essential knew what they were doing when they did the Essential phone. I mean, it was not only the first phone with a notch, the first Android phone with a notch, but it's also going to be the first phone with the water drop notch. But you're going to be hearing a lot of that now, and it wasn't called that back last year, but it is now. It's a thing now. you know, this notch is fine if you have the actual iris scanner. You know, your Samsungs aren't great examples because they don't use the notch. They still have a top bezel. You know, I think I don't have any personal experience, but I think the LG G7 ThinQ is the only phone that I can think of besides this and the Vivo 11 Plus from Blue that actually, you know, with this size notch actually has the iris scanner. I had experience with the V35, which still has a top bezel with no notch. Same specs as the G7 with more RAM, but it doesn't have that notch display. But nonetheless, this it's unbelievable. You know, I thought the Vivo 11 Plus from Blue was unbelievable at 350 with the Helio P60, but I mean that just doesn't compare to the Snapdragon 845. I mean it barely compares to the 835. 3D facial scanning, it is super quick. It is the fastest. Fastest fingerprint sensor. Now, of course, that blue phone I keep talking about that I unboxed last week, that's actually sold on Amazon officially now for $280. But the original price is supposed to be $350, but it'll probably never actually go up to $350. They had the fire sale where it was $100 off supposedly at $250 for the first batch, but I don't really see it going higher than $280. And that phone was actually you know a great phone for $280. Because really, anything more than $300, I can't recommend it unless it's the Pocophone. I mean, top specs. It's unbelievable. I mean, its closest competitor is going to be the Zenfone 5Z, which is $500, and then the OnePlus 6 is $30 more than that. The OnePlus 6T is probably going to be you know, it's probably going to be 20 more than that. If I had to guess, you know, the starting price for the OnePlus 6 is $530. I would think, actually, I'm pretty sure I already know because T-Mobile's supposed to be getting it for $550. And, I mean, the Pocophone, I mean, again, you're going to pay more than the price that people keep talking about, the $300. You're not going to get it for that here in America, but $350 is around what I paid $350 for to be exact. And you don't even have to get the overnight shipping. I mean, it's shipping from Miami. You're going to get it quickly regardless. I mean, if you order it on a Sunday or a Monday, for example, you're guaranteed to get it by Thursday. I'd be surprised if you didn't get it until Friday, honestly. Especially if it's being shipped from the U.S. to the U.S. anywhere. But this phone, you've already heard it all about this phone. There's not really much to talk about. I mean, the Snapdragon 845 is a processor that's found in many flagships you know, people keep talking about how the OnePlus 6 is half the price of the Note 9, and this phone is half the price of the OnePlus 6. And the crazy thing is this has closer specs to the Note 9 than the OnePlus 6. It has a 4,000 milliamp battery like the Note 9. It has the liquid cooling technology that the Note 9 has. The only other phone that has the liquid cooling Snapdragon 845 that I can think of is the upcoming unreleased Asus ROG phone, the gaming phone from Asus, the ROG phone, ROG, Republic of Gamers. That has the 845 with liquid cooling. You know, and it's crazy because Xiaomi released a Snapdragon 845 powered gaming phone earlier this year called the Black Shark, and that's not even liquid cooled. It has the neat little RGB lighting like the Razer phone has, but I mean that's not going to enhance your gaming, you know, in any way. That just kind of makes the phone look more visually appealing to gamers because it looks like a console itself with the lighting. I mean, honestly, the Pocophone, Xiaomi's Pocophone makes a better gaming phone than Xiaomi's gaming phone, the Black Shark. This has the liquid cooling technology. That's just unheard of. I mean, even without that, with just the Snapdragon 845 as it is, you know, it's worth the $350. Even if it only had 4 gigs of RAM instead of the standard 6 gigs, it's worth the $350. It's crazy. You can see right here from my specs right here. I know it's all in a different language, but you can see there at the bottom. Pocophone F1 Steel Blue, 6 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gig internal. I'll take it out of the case here too. I know a lot of people are wondering about the connection. It does come with that clear silicone case. This is the blue steel. Man, it is super nice looking. People keep saying that it's plastic. And again, I would understand given the price point. But it doesn't feel plastic. It feels metal. Pocophone. I mean, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, it's just a solid device. And I'm thrilled with it. Right now, at my house right now, because this phone does have limited bands with AT&T, I'm getting 4G HSPA Plus right now, but I have been out and about, and this phone does get LTE everywhere I've been besides here at my house. And HSPA Plus here is plenty fast. It's only operating on band 5 with AT&T, so just keep that in mind. I'm not sure how well it works on T-Mobile. I do have a couple of Metro SIMs that have service on them that I will try later, and I'll try to get back, or go in the comments, and I may discuss it in there, or I may make a separate video on it. Kind of depends on my time. But I just had to show this phone. I mean, I already unboxed it, obviously. Not much to really show. I'm not the first to unbox it or to do a quick overview of it, like I was with the Vivo 11 Plus. But here's your Quick Charge 3.0 brick. It is Quick Charge 3.0, not 4.0, unfortunately. What do you expect? USB Type-C. Your SIM ejector tool is right there. There's the box there, of course. And of course, this just has your manuals, little quick start things, and they're all in a different language anyway. No point in even taking those out. Gel silicone case does come with it, all clear. I love these. I love when they're just all clear. I can show off the phone. Again, this phone that cannot be plastic. I mean, unless the black one is plastic and the steel blue is metal for whatever reason without costing any extra. I don't see that being possible. I don't see why that would be. But I mean, this phone is gorgeous. I mean, and it's amazing. I mean, it's it's crazy because I just got done raving about the Vivo 11 Plus from Blue last Friday and talking about how the 350 is worth it. But this is $350. I mean, it's like, how can I even justify that Vivo 11 Plus being $350? I mean, it does make sense that it's priced now on Amazon for $280, and I don't regret not waiting and saving almost $100. And of course, don't get my dog mixed up with Xerxes, with Flossie Carter's cat. This is my dog Peanut here. He wanted to come in and check on me, supervise, making sure I'm doing my quick overview correctly. He's gonna come over and sniff everything now. But that is Peanut. It's kind of like the dog version of Flossie Carter's cat Xerxes. He even has the white shoes. Check that out. That's right. White shoes, baby. But this phone, it feels amazing in the hands. It really does. Ladies, like Flossie says, you already know the drill. That thing is gorgeous. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I mean, I have to ask. I mean, at this point, what's a Moto G6? I mean, it's ridiculous. It really is. Man, I just can't believe I got this phone. Can't believe it. So happy I found it. And I had just gotten that other one last Friday. Next week, I am getting the another sweet phone with the fingerprint sensor on the side, like the Moto Z3 has. The Umi Digi 1 Plus. Cannot wait to get my hands on that. I picked that up for only $165, also on eBay. $165.99 to be exact. But leave your comments, your questions in the video. Sorry, I didn't really touch on a whole lot of things. There's already several reviews and unboxings of this phone. I mean, it's the rave right now. It really is. But I really enjoy showing it to y'all.